It's not like a fucking...
And we are live. And we'll just wait a few minutes.
Everyone get a notification.
So we get a few people in.
Everyone get a notification. Yeah, let's see. Keep the volume off because it'll just all bling up.
Cool. Okay then, so for any of you guys that are joining, any of you guys that are already in here, if you could start off by giving this live stream a thumbs up. It'll just help the algorithm out a little bit. I know it's kind of late, so I do apologize for the late live stream. We've had a pretty hectic day today, working on the cars. So yeah, I do apologize for this being so late this time around. Yeah, if you guys could give this live stream a thumbs up, it would help me out a lot. Yeah, just give this a like, and then in a few minutes when we have a few of you guys in here, we'll get right into it. Okay, and so we'll start reading some of these comments. Michael, really, is he going to keep moaning on that he's the savior of your channel again? Mega Rocky, what's going on? I guess that was before we begun the live stream. But yeah, we're starting now, so it's all good. Tom, hello to you. How you doing? Felipe, how you doing? Gabs, to you. Hello, gamer account and more. Will, hello to you. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. We have 19 in here now, apparently. Guys, if you are watching this right now, if you could please just give this live stream a thumbs up. Just click the like button. You know, it doesn't cost you anything. I would greatly appreciate it. Just the live stream out to more people. George, you promised me Villa would go down. What the? Yeah, to be honest, they deserved to stay up in the end. They did do well. They did do much better than what I thought. Ryan Reeve, hello to you. Eastern Underground Sounds, nice to see you again. You're always in my live streams. Gamer account more. George, how do you fix a BMW 5 Series E60 if it makes a lousy noise? So we will get into the car question. We will get into the BMW questions, but that'll probably be in you know, a little bit later on. You know, I'm not going to make you wait too long there, but we will get into answering you guys' questions, and we will help you out. So do not worry. I'm just going to let a few more people join in. I know we have some viewers from Dean's channel coming over. So if this is the first time you're watching, then yeah, welcome to my channel, I guess. I guess I should kind of explain what we've been up to and what you can expect to see on both my channel and on Dean's YouTube channel. We've been filming a lot of videos on my cars and on Dean's car as well. For those of you who know, Dean has a BMW E60 M5. It's my dream car. Very envious of him. And yeah, we have some good fun stuff coming with that. And with my BMW 130i as well. Some real good stuff that I'm hoping you guys are like and you're going to find a lot of value from. JDev Patel, I'm looking for the thumbs up, can't find it. So if you're watching this on your phone or if you're watching it on your computer, there should be next to the share button and possibly the save button. There should be a thumbs up and a thumbs down. If you could just click the thumbs up button, I'd greatly appreciate it. It would help out a lot. Big Al asks, would a 2010 530D be okay to remap due to age and things I'm dubious of getting done? Big Al, like I said before, a few minutes ago, we will be getting on to the car questions, excuse me, but that'll be in a little bit, that'll be a little bit later on, once we have a few guys in and we really get this thing underway. First of all, if for those of you guys that are in here, if you could just let me know which part of the world you're watching from. Are you from the US? Are you from the UK? You know, are you somewhere in Europe? Are you from Australia? Just comment your country in the comments, and look forward to seeing where you guys are watching from right now. Mark K says, hi George, really enjoying the content, keep it up. Cheers Mark, appreciate that mate. Bara says, hi, how's it going? New subscriber to your channel, got a 3 Series with an M47 engine, watch all your time and chains vid, lot of help. Bara, I'm glad that that has helped you out, you are welcome. Big Al, thumbs up to you. Costa del Cornwall, 2A98 error, South Africa, and that is from Kaki Diala. Did I say that? I'm sorry if I didn't say that right. But yeah, if you have any car questions, then you can go ahead and leave that to late. you can go ahead and leave that to later on in the live stream, or we'll be getting onto the car and the BMW questions. Jdev Patel is watching from the UK, is from Southeast London. That's cool. Nathan, hi George, watching from North Korea. I very highly doubt that, to be honest, Nathan. But yeah, for any of you guys who are not aware, Nathan has a YouTube channel very similar to mine and this guy right next to me, BMW Doctor Dean. So if you're not aware, go and check out Nathan's channel, Nathan's BMW Workshop, and you'll see some good stuff over there. And I'm sure it will keep you entertained. Mark K is from Lyon, France. If you ever come around here, I'd be happy to show you around. Mark, that is very, very kind of you. I think I'm more than likely to be going to France sometime next year, depending on what the whole, pandemic in the world at the moment is saying. But I'm not too sure which area of France, but I do plan on going to France at some point. So yeah, very, very kind of you. We have the first donation of the night, and it is from Bragg. I'm sorry if I didn't say that correctly. You donated 20 Norway kroners, I believe that is. So yes, very thankful for that. And yeah, that's very, very kind of you. If anybody would like to donate, for just to show your support, or if you want to donate to ask a specific question, then feel free to do so. What are you laughing at? Then feel free to do so. There is a yeah. Feel. See, this is the thing when you're doing a live stream. When someone's making you laugh, there's really nothing you can do about it. But anyway, as I was saying, if you do want to make a live stream, just to show your support, or maybe you want to ask a very specific question, or if you want some car help, then there should be a little dollar button below the chat, and yeah, just click that. Go through the processes. Very, very easy to do, and yeah, it's going to go a long way into supporting the channel, because anything I earn through through the means of donations or sign-ups to my Patreon or anything, YouTube revenue in general, literally just gets reinvested back into the channel. It's used to buy parts, it's used to buy camera equipment and all the rest of it. It literally just gets reinvested back into the channel. I do not take a single penny from my YouTube revenue. So yeah, anything you do want to donate, I'll be very, very thankful for. J Dev Patel, second that on the channels to both of you. Great. And then we have another question from, I don't believe you have a name, but I sort of predicted you two would work together. Yeah, we
have from the beginning, from Super, since I was in last year now.
Yeah. We've kind of been good friends for the past year or so.
And that's not to say Nathan ain't part of this either. Nathan's in here, and obviously George, when he plans to come over, he'll be the next one part of this as well. So there'll be three of us, and I think it will only be us three long term doing this BMW wise together. Because there is nobody else who's either collabing on a BMW side of things or doing anything. Most people try to keep their BMW channels to their self out of selfishness. Because they want to take everything. So that's why they do that. But obviously I'm not about that. Neither is George and neither is Nathan. As many of you guys know, if it wasn't for Nathan, I wouldn't be where I am now. So and that's why I'm trying to help George, because obviously it ain't easy. And George needs it to come up as well.
We're getting there though. We're making baby steps. We have big channels. We have big plans for our channels. We know where we want to be, and it's just from the help of you guys that are really going to help us get there, and hopefully hopefully we can give something back by providing you the best quality videos.
And like I said, I think it's good for your people to understand now. This was never about to stop George doing the M47 videos for the main sake of, a lot of people saw it as that I was stopping you doing it based on the fact that to try and be, how can you really put the word this without being to try and stop him doing these videos, to try and hurt you guys or try and punish you guys. It wasn't to be prejudiced. It wasn't about that. It was all about trying to bring you up, and you've done the right things the right way now with the M52, and that's going to bring you into the new light that you need to come into. I mean, it done well for me. It done well for Nathan, and it's going to do well for you. And that's what I hope. It's not about any trying to be prejudiced against the engine. It's about, it just doesn't benefit YouTube as a whole. It benefits only a certain amount of people, but you need someone that's going to cater for the majority of people. Yeah,
because when it comes to making videos, it's all well and good if there is a small group of people that want to watch a specific type of video. That's great. But really you have to kind of look at things long term. You have to look at what is going to kind of benefit your channel long term, and what is going to bring you revenue. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is a business. You have outgoings. Videos are very, very costly to make. You have to buy parts. You have to buy tools. You have to buy camera equipment, and then you have to put a lot of your own time. I think Dean was kind of surprised, from filming some videos this weekend, like just how long some of my videos take to film.
Yeah, it does.
Like what you may think is just a 10-minute job might actually take 2 hours to record, because you have to keep setting the camera up, then you might get something wrong, and then you have to keep moving the camera around.
It's not just about the camera angles, but the editing, the time doing that. In total, it can take a whole day just to shoot, edit, and upload. The things that you need to cut out as well, when it's something as simple as someone walking past or a car driving past. And things take a lot of time, and this is kind of my main. A lot of people don't see what goes on
behind the scenes.
That's the problem. I mean, I think it'll be good for people to actually see, to get an understanding of how much it actually takes, especially to shoot a tutorial video on a how-to video.
Yeah, and
It's very hard.
This is kind of my main gig at the moment. This is like what the majority of my time goes into. So yeah, I just kind of hope it's coming across in my videos. You know, I've been putting a lot more time and effort into my videos, and yeah, I hope that's you know, I hope that's coming across to you guys. But I think we will move on to seeing a few of you guys' questions and comments and see what you have to say. So if I can try and work out how to use this, there we go, this MacBook. Right, where did we get at last? So Simo said, "Hi George, this is Simo. How are you? Thanks for this live." Simo, you are very welcome, and I hope you are excited to stick around for the next however long we decide to do this for. Gamer Cat, how do you go live? I'm pretty sure there is a very good YouTube tutorial out there somewhere, which, you know, tells you exactly how to do it. Mega Rocky, 2 of the best. Thank you. We appreciate that. Simo, after changing, should we mage calibration of the light sensor for BMW S1?
S1?
S1? Do you mean Audi S1 or BMW
1 Series?
1 Series, yeah.
I think he means 1S, 1 Series.
Yeah. Oh, Series, yeah, it probably means Series 1. Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, series. That makes sense. Nathan, just us 3 and Jake Paul as soon as he gets out of jail.
Does B47 engine a crankshaft balancer? I'm pretty sure it does on that engine. I had that engine in the B47. I'm pretty sure it does have a crankshaft balancer. It has to. I mean, you want vibrational for the whole car.
Yeah.
Diesel. It has to have a crankshaft balancer.
Gamer account, George, what do I do if my car stops in the middle of the motorway? Tell me because my bro's car has stopped just now. If your brother's car has just stopped in the middle of the motorway, then I would get out of the car immediately. I wouldn't be asking on my live stream what you need to do right now. Get out of your car, stick your hazards on, and get to safety. Any word on B48 engine problems? I've been running on N55 for a while now. That's been pretty reliable. I've done the normal stuff: overfill housing, gasket, water pump, high pressure fuel pump, etc. B48 engine, I can't help you with that. It's not some
N55 is rod bearing failure engine, rod bearing sky on that engine.
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard that. N55. It can suffer from premature rod bearing failure, so that may be something that is worth doing as some preventative maintenance if you plan on keeping the car for a while. What happens if a car engine stops? Like the manifold cleaning video and your opinion on removing or not removing Swirlflaps. Tom Gates, I actually have a follow-up video to my Swirlflap delete coming soon, and you'll actually see kind of another avenue that you can go down when it comes to your intake manifold failing, and I think the video should do quite well. Big Al, I read some comments on your videos saying, come on, this is basics, but to the majority it's really helpful. On the basis of your videos, it gave me the confidence to change my own glow plug module, so thumbs up. Al, I appreciate that. Yeah, I kind of have to switch off when it comes to those comments, because you know, it's people being a bit ignorant really, and thinking that the videos are only for them, but my videos are for a wide range of people. You know, they are for beginners. Some of them may be for intermediates, and then some of them may be for people that have, you know, good experience working on cars. So obviously, like my N47 timing chain replacement, that isn't going to be, you know, recommended for a beginner. But then, you know, I might have a video, I don't know, how to change your air filter. That is a video that is going to be for a beginner. So I try to target a wide range of people, and yeah, you just need to bear with. It was funny, actually. I actually had a guy on Facebook. I seen he put a post up, and the video was him removing the N47 engine. He had it on the engine hoist, and I commented, and he said, actually, thanks to you, you know, before I watched your videos, I couldn't do anything on a car. I couldn't even change an air filter, and here he was, you know, removing an engine. So I guess there is, you know, some of you guys who are, you know, finding out a lot of information and taking a lot of value from my videos. Peter Bostock, you have donated £2. Thank you, sir. It's greatly appreciated. You ask, are you okay? Yes, I am. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Bara, any recommendations for a tow bar? Looking to get one fitted, but being quoted £700. Any ideas on a DIY install? I can't really recommend you any tow bars, to be honest, because yeah, it's a very like specialist thing, to be honest. It's not like you know, I have no reason to tow anything, so I can't recommend anything. But what I was going to say was my E60 actually came with a tow bar, so, and I filmed the removal of it, so I guess just reverse that and you'll see how to install one. Yeah, George, could I remap my BMW E65 series? If you want. Simo, my English is not good, sorry. No, that's fine, don't worry. Okay, do I have anything that you want to add at this point?
Oh, I'm just like C Benz, because he was one of my subscribers, so I know who he is anyway. He's that C Benz. He's saying he's had his oil analysis done. Well, I can tell you right now, Nathan can tell you right now, my car had 3 oil analysis done on my rod bearings. They come back perfectly fine. Yeah, and mine only come back last month when I got the car. Said it was fine.
Gone through to the copper.
Yeah, and look what happened. Mine had gone through to the copper. I wouldn't believe the oil analysis. You cannot tell unless they're out. No. Now I could truly believe in that. You can't believe the oil analysis on rod bearings. I would never ever take that regret. And now, even if I ever got another one and had to do it, I wouldn't care what anyone says about it. That just proves nothing. It proves nothing. At the end of the day, they will completely warn. They're on the way out.
Yeah.
Like if you know someone bought that and you got to think trusted that as gospel, I wouldn't take the word, because unless they're going to give warranty on the engine, these oil analysis companies saying that we give warranty, I'll cover up to like £10,000-12,000 for engine damage, then that's when you take it as gospel. But when they're not giving you no guarantee on it, I wouldn't take that word as gospel for the oil analysis.
Yeah,
because it's bullshit.
Okay, I'm just kind of going to reiterate what I said earlier. I know obviously we are getting a lot of questions come through now, and that is fine.
What are you waiting for? Waiting for?
I don't know. Sri,
this is first question.
You said, "What are you waiting for?" Maybe that's maybe he's just tuned in and he's not watching it live, and maybe he's gone up from the beginning. I don't know. But yeah, as I was going to say, I know you guys obviously have a lot of questions come in. That's fine. We will get around to answering every single question, but I would appreciate it if you guys could, just donate something to the channel just to show your support. What I don't want to have is people kind of taking advantage of the situation, just coming in here with an issue, letting me answer their question, they get their car fixed, and then they just, never to be seen again. I would appreciate it if you guys appreciate my time and you guys value my videos and you really have found help in them, then I'd appreciate it if you could send a donation. It doesn't matter how small, it could be £1, it could be £10, it could be £100. However much you want to donate, I'd greatly appreciate it. And yeah, you know, if you do need any help, I'll look forward to helping you out.
And obviously, you guys have got to understand, George ain't doing that to be an arse. George is doing that because everyone has dreams and goals with YouTube. And obviously, his goal is to try and get his 60 M5. It ain't possible on the way things are at the moment for George and his channel. If he was to live on the money he's on from YouTube now, he will struggle to get there.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if many of you guys probably know me from my channel, I was the one that started this whole donation thing, and it worked very well for me. Indeed, if it didn't, I wouldn't have an M5 now in probably the quickest time any YouTuber's ever graced one of them cars in such a quick time.
The thing is, it's not even that. With obviously, you know, with like I said earlier, you know, with a car channel, it costs a lot to produce videos.
It does.
And when you don't have, you know, money, you know, to put into your videos, there's only so much you can do. You know, if you don't have any money, you can't go out and buy modifications. You can't go out and spend a lot on parts, and you know, there's not really much you can do. So
and that's just it. George ain't sitting here asking, like, for at the end of the day, it's not a case of, I don't think it. I mean, you won't get big YouTubers sitting there, and you wouldn't believe this, but big YouTubers that are making nearly 300,000-400,000 a month.
Yeah,
are the ones that get the massive donations every month, constantly.
Yeah.
But even having to ask, and then the small ones that need it, don't get it.
Yeah,
and it's kind of bad because, like I said, you know, George hasn't been that lucky because he started off with the M47. Gradually now doing the M52, he will hit his success, and hopefully we'll get him in his M5 by the summer of next year, which is what my goal is for him as well, to try and get him there.
Yeah.
You know? And I just want to get him into his E60 M5. That's my goal for him, to see him succeed. I want to get him in that, and that's cool. I'm hoping you guys will help him get to that position as well. I mean, it's a good achievement for him, and to make him feel that doing this has been worth it and it's paid off long term. But
Yeah.
like I said, I just got very lucky with where I was, and obviously, you know, everyone knows I was the quickest YouTuber to ever get an M car in less than a year doing my channel.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not the greatest thing. Is that's a very expensive car as well to maintain. But in the same sense, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I think what I need to say is I'm only trying to be as honest as possible with you guys. You know, I could make up you know, a load of nonsense and say, look, I'm earning like £5,000 a month. You know, I make a lot of money from YouTube, and you know, I'm able to support myself, and you know, I'm able just to go out there, buy a new car every month, and I'm able to do this and that. But I'm not.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not like the amount that you put into YouTube and the amount that you get out. It's really like not worth it if you was to do it as, you know, a job. You really have to do something as well. You know, like I keep saying, YouTube is a very expensive thing to do when it comes to, you know, running a car channel. So yeah, I'm just being honest with you guys. You know, the more that you guys put into, you know, the donations and everything like that, the more that I can put into the videos, and the more videos that you will see, and in turn, the more videos you'll see, the more help that you will get, the more knowledge you will gain, and the more money you will actually save yourself, because you know, that's what you get from watching the videos. You know, you're actually learning how to do jobs yourself rather than taking it to someone and then being charged for it. So yeah, hope you guys see that aspect as well. I think I missed some of these questions. Adam's.
Do it. Yeah.
Where was it? I'm sure there was.
He was down there. If we read that one, what are you waiting for?
No. So
yeah.
you have to submit. So Amadus asks, I read that my E90 318D N47 doesn't have Swirlflaps green from Ireland. Yes, that's correct. The N47 does not. Sorry, the 18D N47 does not have Swirlflaps. You'll know that straight away because there's no Swirlflap actuator on the front of the intake manifold. Yeah, it's very, very easy to see. Peter, you are okay. That's good to hear. Bara, okay, cheers, mate. Ilya, which oil you use for manual gearbox BMW 520 2008 LCI? I made a video swapping out the gearbox oil on my 520D. So yeah, more like I say, go check that out and you will see everything that I used in it. Jdev Patel, hope you're enjoying the 130i. We got one too while my missus has anyhow. Yes, very, very fun car. Yeah, definitely the funnest car that I have driven. Bara asks, can't see how you donate. I'm on a phone. Is it still the same on a phone to what it would be on a desktop? There should be somewhere on your screen a $sign. I mean, on desktop it is below the chat. It's just like a $sign. You just click that, and then you can go ahead and donate. You do have to sign up. I believe. What? For the super chat.
Yeah, you have to sign. You have to have a Google account.
Yeah. So you just sign into that, and then you can obviously choose which amount you want to donate. And you know, the good thing about donating, you know, on super chat is it's here on the chat, and it's gonna be on YouTube forever then, because you know these live streams, they're on YouTube forever. So you know, you can kind of see yourself as a little piece in history, you know, because you'll always be able to watch this back and you'll always be able to see your comment and you'll be able to see that you donated. And yeah, I think that, you know, it's just something as little as that. I think it's, you know, I think it's cool to see. Yeah, let's have a look. I'll miss some of these. All the 60M5, it's what got me into.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, okay. Right, so 3 Sakaran, exemplary work. Thank you to you. C. Benz asks, is there many E39 M5s over there? C. Benz, no, there's not, to be honest.
Hardly ever see them.
Yeah, there is a few, obviously, but it's like the E60 M5s. There's not many here. The most common
AMG.
No, the most common M5 you see here is the F10 M5. I think when they brought out the F10.
No, but I'm saying out of both models, you'd see an AMG more. You'd probably see 3 of them.
Yeah,
every one M5
you would. Yeah, you would definitely see the equivalent Mercedes over the M5. Yeah, E39 and E60 M5s are very rare in the UK.
And I think that's because of the tax and the fuel and the running costs. Everything makes them not an affordable car.
No. Ford Escort van project. Hello, I have a BMW 320D M47 181 horsepower. So that's the M47 D20C engine. I have lots of faults come up with system. Scan everything is related to DDE or DME. Is this problem with these E91s? I have done all timing chains.
Constant.
What's that, sorry?
A common problem. They get water damaged.
Right.
They've done enough of them. It's common.
That's the ECU.
Yeah, ECU gets flooded with water. Yeah,
so you may have your ECU, your main ECU, may be water damaged. Is there a way to sort this? I can send all pics of the faults to you. Is this? I mean, I don't know what your schedule's like. Is this something that you'd be able to help them out with?
I can help. I've done many of them. It's a common issue on the
yeah. So what? Shall I ask him? Do you want to ask him to send you an email?
Just send you it. Send you the photos, your email, and you can I'm back. Send them all the codes. You can do it now. Send all the codes over, and I'll do it. I'll know straight away if it's DDA.
Okay, Ford Escort van project. If you want to send over your if you want to send over your fault codes with some photos over to my email address, it's just georgeosterberry@gmail.com. I'll slide that in the chat, and then we can get onto that. We'll look into that and try and help you. We'll try and help you in the break. No, sorry, after the live stream. But I would appreciate it if you could send some kind of donation over that. I'd appreciate that a lot. And then we'll do our best and look into it for you. Help you try and find a solution. Where was it? Simon Peters. I knew I've seen it. Simon, you are a legend. You sent a tenner to PayPal. Thank you very much. Much appreciated as always, Simon. As I keep saying, you know, if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. You've definitely been one of the biggest supporters on this channel, and yeah, just can't say thank you enough, really. Ivan, salute from Serbia. Does your E60 have less power since you removed Swirlflaps, and if it does, why? Ivan, did you watch the video? Did you watch the full video? I suggest that you go and watch the video, and then you will. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say, if you watch the video, then you will know that I did not remove the Swirlflaps. I quite clearly said in the video, you know, I'm actually not going to be reinstalling this back on my car, you know, for various different reasons. So, yeah, I suggest you go and watch it, and you'll kind of find out the reason why. Ding dong, ding bong. Ask any views on liquid moly products. Do they live up to what they say they do? To be honest, I mean, when it comes to, you know,
Forte is the best. You can't beat it for anything for diesel like DPF cleaner.
So when you say products, do you mean, you know, in particular motor oil, like engine oil, or do you mean
when it comes to metal, liquid moly that I know full well.
Do you mean the do you mean like treatments and additives and things like that?
Shane Sexton, what's going on, mate? You're one of my subs. I'm glad you're come over to see George. If you ain't subscribed to him, mate, because he's doing M52 now as well.
Shane, good to have you over here. Hope you're doing well. JDev Patel, can't see any buttons. It looks like you found it. You have donated £5. Thank you to you, sir. That will go a long way to help funding the channel. Bara, you have also donated £5. Thank you very much to you, sir, or madam, if you are a lady. Thank you all. We'll send you the pics now to you. No problem. Ford Escort Van Project. Gear V6. Do you believe that a remap will offset the difference in low-end power loss by removing Swirlflaps and N47 automatics? I just want to say this. I've said it in multiple videos. It has been tried and tested. Removing the Swirlflaps, you'll lose low down torque. Regardless of if you do a remap, if you do it before the remap or if you do it after, you're going to lose low down torque.
The Swirlflaps are more likely to come off if you leave them on to try and gain the torque anyway. With the remap's too much boost going into that manifold, Swirlflaps are bound to let go and just break off.
I have a you know, a fault-proof solution. You know, they'll be coming in my next video explaining what I'm doing with the Swirlflaps and all the rest of it. But yes, in short, you'll lose the low down torque, because I done it. You know, I had my on my old E60, on my old 520D, I had the car remapped, and then I removed the Swirlflaps, and then I noticed the low down torque, and I did not like it, because straight after I had the remap, you know, I had power from like probably like 1200 RPM, and then when I removed the Swirlflaps, I had like no power until like 2000 RPM, and I did not like it. Could not get on with it, and then I had to end up buying a new intake manifold. So gear, do what you want, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. Ryan, oh yes, I'm not very good at this MacBook. Ryan Reeve, thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the £5 donation. Paul Hoban, hi, I need to change rear coil spring on 2009 E6520D. If I take out wheel arch liner, will there be enough room to get the shock out without removing control arm? Thanks. Paul, it's one of them you're going to have to check. I haven't actually had to replace my shocks yet. So it's one of them you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to try and see. Try and do it without, you know, without removing the control arm. See how much room see how much room you have. If you are going to have to, you know, remove the control arm, then so be it. But bear in mind, if you are removing the, you know, camber control arm with the eccentric bolt in, you are going to have a wheel alignment done. JDev Patel, I think I donated. Did you get it? Yes, I had. You know, I've had it come through as the notification on the live stream. It's not something that you get instant. It just all goes into your YouTube revenue after YouTube have taken their cut from it. But yeah, I'm sure we should get it. My KKI. What if I overfill my engine oil slightly? I'm using high quality oil. My KKI, if you overfill it slightly, you should be okay, to be honest. You know, when you say slightly, do you mean overfill it by a litre, or do you mean by like 100 millilitres? You know, if you've overfilled it by like a litre or so, then I would drain the excess out. But if it's only literally like, you know, a very, very small amount, you'd be fine. Ford Escort Van Project, you've donated £5. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. Bara, have you got a Patreon account? Yes, Bara, I do have a Patreon account. I will leave it in the chat right now if you want to go over there. If I can type on this MacBook. So it is www.patreon.com/ you guessed it, George Osters. I'm going to leave it in the chat right now. There we go. That is my Patreon. There is actually a link in pretty much all of my videos now, and on my channel, I believe, where you can go and join my Patreon. If you do have any suggestions as to what, you know, extra benefits you'd like to see as a Patreon, then I am open to suggestions, because at the end of the day, you know, I want to try and provide as much value to you guys as possible, and you know, give something back all the same. I don't want to get too bogged down with these questions. I don't want to lose where I was. Yeah, these are coming in pretty thick and fast right now. We have 36 of you guys in here. I think if every single one of you guys could donate something, you know, no matter how small, you know, of course, you know, we are all in different financial situations. I can appreciate that, you know, especially in this current climate. I'm not asking you guys to go broke. You know, if you are struggling financially, please, you know, think of yourself first. Don't worry about me. But if you are, in a relative, financial situation and, relatively good financial situation, and you are gaining a lot of knowledge, you are taking a lot of value from my videos, and, in turn, you are saving yourself a lot of money, then I would appreciate it if you could, reinvest something back into the channel. Because, I kind of see this as a two-way thing. You guys help me out, I help you out, and, then we just keep going from that. And obviously, the more donations we get, the more views my videos get, the more likes and everything, the more bigger and better videos we can make. So, yeah, if all of you guys could, help me out, then you guys will be helped out in return. I can assure you that, because I am not going anywhere for a very long time. Right, Kieran Watts. Hi, I have a 2010 N47 320D, a high idle speed, runs 130, plus it goes into some kind of limp mode, but no lots on dash and no fault codes. I turn the engine off, then back on, and all is well. Kieran, that is a very specific, problem you have there. That's going to take a little bit of, trial and error. It's going to take some diagnosing, possible faults with the car. That's something that I could help you out with, but it's something that I can't answer in, one word answer. So I would suggest sending me over an email, and I can sit down and actually spend some time helping you out with that. But along with the email, I'd appreciate it if you could show some support, sending a donation to the PayPal, or leaving a donation on the super chat. And yeah, like I said, I'll be happy to try and help you out with that. Simon Peters, yes mate, my E60 headlights, I always set them to auto, but headlights are on all the time. Is that right? I'm sure they're only supposed to come on when it's dark.
Daytime running lights. He's got them on the iDrive. If you've got daytime running lights on, all the lights will be on constant. Yes,
that's a very good point. Yes, Simon, it's worth checking on the iDrive if your daytime running lights are switched on. Just go to your settings, go to your light settings, and see what you have activated. Because yes, correct, your headlight should only come on when auto is selected. If you go into darkness, if you go into a dark tunnel, or if obviously it gets dark outside. But yeah, Shane Sexton. I just purchased a new daily 2018 Mazda CX-5. Are they popular here? I still am keeping the E90. CX-5, that's the SUV, I believe, is it? I'm sure it's the SUV. If that is the one that I'm thinking, then yeah, they are pretty popular here.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of them. The rentals as well.
It's kind of like a mum's car, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah. It's kind of like what mums drive around in.
We get them for our rentals.
Yeah, it's nothing too fancy. It's just like your average daily driver. Like you said, you've got one as a daily. Then you have an E90 as well. Which E90 do you have?
He's got 330i.
330i. Good,
52.
Good man. What we like to say. Ding dong, ding bong. Additives like Ceratec additive engine oil to reduce friction, diesel super additive to add to fuel for clean injectors. Ding dong, ding bong. I hope you are not trying to fix an issue that you have kind of on the cheap. If you find out that your engine is worn, then you're likely not going to be able to fix it with an additive. Maybe it's worn from doing very high mileage, or maybe it just has not had sufficient oil changes in its life.
Just been ranked the shit out of
yeah, you know, might have been, you know, revved a lot from cold. But yeah, I don't think that you're really going to put back your engine to new from, you know, adding an additive. I really wouldn't waste your money. You know, if you have an engine that isn't as good as it could be, then I'd just recommend changing the oil as regularly as possible, as much, you know, as often as you can afford, so to speak. And then just go from there. And you say you have a diesel super additive to add to fuel for cleaning injectors. Again, you know, that's really not going to work a whole lot because, you know, at the end of the day, diesel additives, it's really just like a diesel fuel additives. Most of them are actually just like solvents, so they just help break down any soot and debris that you have in your injectors. But the best thing you can do, to be honest, is you know, is to get your injectors removed and cleaned properly. Because yeah, that's you know, that's the best thing that I would suggest, to be honest. Jason Fjord, George, shall I have a remap even though I have a 318? That no for bad timing chains. Jason, if you want to get the most performance out of it, which if you got 318D, it's the N47, you'll probably get about 200 brake horsepower out of that. You know, I would say do it, but if you haven't done your timing chain, I would go and do it beforehand, you know, just for peace of mind.
This guy,
Mega Rocky, should you remove EGR valve on E60 530D? Mega Rocky, EGR is going to cause problems on any diesel. It's eventually going to get, you know, blocked up. Whether or not you want to remove it, that's entirely down to you. I cannot recommend you to do something if you don't believe in doing it yourself. Everyone has their reasons why they, you know, may or may not want to do it. Simon W, cheers, George. You're welcome. Gear V6. Cheers, lad. Don't know what condition they're in, to be honest, but it's something I've been told to consider. New manifold from BMW Ireland is €800 before VAT. Gear V6. Highly recommend you stick around on my channel to watch my next N47 video, because that is another solution for you. Yeah, definitely stick around to watch that. Oh no, I think I've. How do I scroll up on the whole, like, actual? Because it's getting smaller and smaller.
Oh, let's do that.
Oh, there we go. Now I can actually see it. Oh, there we go.
So now you've got that one. Cheers, lads. Yeah, you had that one.
Yeah, that's the one. IB Abbas. Hi, I have a problem with my E60 N53 or N53. We don't like that engine, do we?
No.
No. Let's see if we can help you though. When the engine's cold, the first kilometer, the car runs kind of bumpy, but after the engine gets some heat, it goes away. Any idea? Same thing with Mucken's N43.
Bumpy? That'll probably be leaky injectors. Both of them run on the same high pressure injectors. They're direct injection engines.
Possibly leaky injectors, but again, that's a very specific issue. You know, something that could definitely help you with, but like I said, it may take a bit of time to do some trial and error and do some diagnosing for you. So if you do want to send an email and a donation as well, I'll be happy to sit down, spend some time and help you out.
I've heard liquid motor transmission fluid is the next best thing to see. But yeah, but
Gear V6. To be honest, when it comes to transmission fluids, if you've watched my transmission oil change, I'm gonna guess that you have an auto though, so that's not really going to be specific to you. I've obviously done my gearbox oil changes on my manual gearboxes on both of my BMWs. I was gonna say the main thing is that you get the correct grade and specification oil before worrying about brands.
Do either of you guys though? That's the N62 engine 550i. I deal with that engine, the N62.
Yeah.
Rough idling, they're a nightmare to diagnose, but they're not hard when you understand them. That's the N62 engine. I understand that engine very well.
Yeah. JDev. Yeah, I don't own the 550i, so I would happy with that one.
Well, you donated for you that one there.
Mega Rocky, you've donated £5. Thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciate it. I'm sure you have donated a few times in the past, so thank you very much. Your continued support does not go missed. Ryan Reeve, keep up the good work, guys. I'm thinking upgrading my CIC iDrive to an Android screen. 2009 E61 is a viable upgrade. Have you heard anyone else fit them on? Ryan, if you have CIC iDrive, I would not change it for an Android screen. Yeah, I would not do that. You already have the latest and greatest iDrive system. You know, for an E60, you know, just update the firmware on it. You'll have a few subtle changes, and you'll be able to update the maps and everything. But yeah, I would not swap that out for a Chinese Android system. There's really no need. You're only going to gain, you know, a few extra features, probably like Apple. You know, Apple Music, Apple CarPlay,
about the only features
and things like that. I would honestly just keep it factory, and you know, keep your CIC. That's just my opinion, but you know, obviously you can do what you wish to do. Peter Bostock, you have donated another £5. Thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciated. I think this is actually the first live stream I've seen you in, Peter. So how long have you been around on the channel for now?
To him.
Ford Escort Van Project. Hi, I've just sent you an email with some pictures of the fault, so we'll send some more shortly when I finish work. Thanks again. No problem. No problem, mate. We'll get on to them, and we'll get on to them.
Block him. Nathan did. I did. Block him. Just block him on the channel.
No, it's fine. Shane Sexton, yes, with 2.5 Sky Active. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's got the CX5. Yeah. Barra, I keep getting failed headlight bulbs about 3 to 4 times a year. Any ideas what could be the cause? Barra, are they good quality bulbs you're using, or are they straight from China? Because if you're using cheap bulbs, they are not going to last. Like many of the parts. Simon, spot on lads. My day running lights was set to on. Nice one. No problem, Simon. Simon, you're welcome. Arturo Ginesta. Thanks for donating, by the way, Simon. Arturo Ginesta. Hey George, one quick question. If I delete the EGR valve, is that going to affect the DPF field to M47? Potentially, yes. A lot of people have claimed that their DPF filter has got filled with soot quicker, because you have to think, rather than having, you know, part of the soot go back through the air intake system, you know, go back through the EGR system, back through the intake, you're actually having all of the soot go straight through to the DPF. So if you're only doing short journeys, then I wouldn't recommend removing the EGR without the DPF. You know, obviously I have them both removed, so I don't have any issues with them. But yeah, that is a very common issue that people have had. Andy Caldwell, hey George, the BMWs need to be weighted down before a full track and tow is performed. No, they do not. If you go for a Hunter fit four-wheel alignment, they will never do that. Mega Rocky, thanks. You're welcome. Thank you for the donation. Much appreciated. IB Abbas, thanks for the reply. The injectors are brand new. The problem was there before I changed injectors and still there. Thanks again. Cheers.
No, he's still got that Raffido. It's M53 engine. It's running rough. It'll be his Vanos solenoids then. Because they run on the Vanos solenoids as well. They've got Vanos solenoids and they've got the disters on them. Because they've got a three-stage manifold on that.
Yeah, IB Abbas. Next place would be with your Vanos solenoids. But yeah, again, if you do need some help, it's it's a very specific question. It's not something that we can just give you a one-word answer for. We need to do a lot of trial and errors. We need to do some diagnosing. So if you want to send an email and a donation, we'll try and be able to help you out. Peter Bostock, 3 months. You've been watching 3 months. Good stuff. Good to have you around, Peter. Barra Halford Bulbs. Barry may have.
Yeah, but is he burning them out on the rears or the fronts? Because on the rears, if it's an E60,
some of them might be shorting.
No, it wouldn't be lost in that. If it's short, it'll blow straight away. It will be on the housing itself, the housing bracket, the bulb housing bracket. They don't see correctly on the E60. Certain bulbs you buy, certain bulbs. It depends on what car you've got. It's good for one thing. It's different, but E60. If it's the bulbs, they don't sit in the housing properly. It needs to be the house socket needs to be changed. They've got a problem with them, and it needs to be the correct exact fitment because some are different to others. Some of the pins don't sit in the bulb properly, and they'll blow them. What happens? It was happening on my 360.
Cool. Ding dong, ding bong. Any recommendations for battery regulators for coding and programming? Any recommendations? Or is that a trade secret?
It's not very, a lot of people go for the C-Tech one, but like I say, it's way out of people's. Most of them battery regulators are very expensive.
Battery regulators.
Regulator or stabilizer. There's a difference between a regulator. A battery regulator is basically like a battery charger.
Yeah.
That just regulates the battery.
I think you mean stabilizer.
That's what. So if you want stabilizers,
they are very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking a good few £100, right? Yeah.
Around 500. So I have to get £500-600 to get them.
Is it on
front bulbs?
You just click that, do you?
Yeah. Oh. No, we do. Click on this, then just use that one.
Oh yeah. One of the most effective upgrades to CRC hard drive is switching out and cloning the hard drive to solid state one. Map and Grace Note updates can be had for about $50 USD.
It's true.
That's a very good suggestion. I never thought about upgrading to solid state hard drive.
Yeah, it runs faster.
That would be up very quick. I mean, it's not even slow anyway, to be honest, but that would make it very quick.
Yeah.
Wouldn't trust Halfords. I bought a key battery and it died in 2 weeks. That's not good to hear. Ads, good to have you here. To have you in the live stream. I know you've joined along in a few of the others. Zach Hargreaves, is it easy to reset the brake wear sensor? Yes, it is very easy to reset the brake wear sensor. Andy Caldwell, hey George, how come BMW Tiz says BMW needs weighted down before full track and tow, but Hunter don't require the same manufacturer guidelines? I don't know, to be honest. You'd have to speak to the guy who created the Hunter wheel alignment machine. Well, I've went for many 4-wheel alignments, and they've never weighted it down.
That's old school shit. They used to do that. They used to do that on laser tracking.
Yeah.
That's when they had lasers. Now they've got the computer system. They don't do that. That's very old school.
Barrett, another fault I have: driver's side electric window. When you close, it opens again by a couple of inches. Dodgy motor. That's the is it not the anti-trap?
What's up?
Is it another?
When you close, it opens again by a
couple of inches.
That's the anti-trap feature.
Yeah.
So I need to reset that. You just reset them. Hold the switches up.
Yeah.
To reset, hold the two front windows up.
Sunroof,
and then you just press them down to open them fully.
Yeah. Barra, I'd recommend doing a reset of the windows. So if you hold down the window switches in the up position
for 2 seconds, once they're up, and then press them down and hold them down, and then just pull them back up. They'll go back up on their own.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the toilet. You gonna keep them going?
Let's see. I think most of these questions are for you, though.
Yeah. So guys, I'm just gonna go take a leak. I'll be a minute, maybe more. I don't know. I won't be long though. But I'm gonna leave you in BMW Dr. Dean's capable hands.
Let's do this.
And
you'll be back.
And we are back in the room. Sorry about that, but nature called, and we are back. See where we're at. Right, so I have a few of you guys' questions. We have 21 of you guys in here at the moment. if we could give this video, if we give the live stream a thumbs up, that would be greatly appreciated. It's just going to help get it out to a few more people. And yeah, for any of you guys who have not already, or maybe you're not even aware, there is actually a way to donate to show your appreciation for the videos and so forth. Below the chat, there should be a little dollar sign. If you click that, you just donate whatever you want to the super chat. And yeah, like I said, every penny just goes back into the channel. It's kind of like the pot, the kind of the fund for the channel. And yeah, I don't take a single penny out of it. So I just want to be able to make as as good content as possible, and obviously with that you're going to need some funds to do so. So yeah, for any of you guys who have donated already tonight, thank you very much, much appreciated. So it's over to the rest of you guys to try and boost that donations pot and fund the future videos. And yeah, that'd be greatly appreciated. But in the meantime, we're gonna read some more questions and hopefully help you guys out. Hey George, I watched the video about Swirlflaps. I didn't at first time watch the full video. I fell asleep. Come on, Ivan. Was it really that boring? No, it's all good. Barra front ball's got an E91 tour in 2011.
Is it 2011? So the LCR.
Yeah.
That will have the Xenons, won't it?
Yeah.
Probably the ballast connections for the.
Yeah, you may have an issue with your ballast
touching. Yeah. No, if it's the side lights, it might be the side lights is blowing, not the main ones. Jesus Christ, I don't think you'd be going Halfords for the main body. You'd be surprised at the price of the main Xenon.
Yeah.
It might be. I just find out if it's Xenons or is it normal bulbs with projectors. It might just be normal halogen bulbs.
Yeah. Do you know which bulbs in particular, Barra? Which ones you are replacing? High beam, main beam, side lights.
So many.
Yeah, there is a lot of. Ads and stable idle can be caused by clogged dirt throttle body.
Not on N62.
No, not on
N62 definitely not. I know that.
Yeah.
For a fact, it's not caused by that.
But I think you might be talking about N47, and N47 don't have throttle body.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. He's talking about 550i.
Oh right, yeah.
Easy shutter valve.
Yeah. Ashgar Mohammed currently have N47 running the standard 177 brake horsepower. How much more power would a rear mat give safely? Ashgar, you're not going to gain any more than around 220, 225 from a remap, to be honest. Yeah, the standard turbo is pretty much out of puff at that, to be honest, and the injectors. If you want to push any more than that, you're going to have to change the injectors, change the turbo, and you can push that a little bit more. But come on, sort out the dog. That'll be a sec. And we are back in the room. Tom Lismore, Hey guys, any recommended upgrades for N57 in my 2011 E92 330D? When you're saying upgrades, you mean power upgrades, power modifications, or you know, upgrades for the chassis of the car, or interior or exterior? Ashgard, does letting your car idle for a few minutes after a long drive prefer the life of the turbo, or is it just a myth? Yes, yes, after a long drive, you should, you know, after any drive, after you've spooled up the turbo, you should let the turbo spool back down. Because if not, if you just switch it off when the turbo is still spinning, you are going to essentially cook the oil. That's going to turn to carbon, and you are going to clog up your oil supply feeds, and that's the main cause for turbo failure. So yes, you should let your turbo spool back down. But yeah, we've been on this live stream now for like an hour and 15 minutes. I have no issues continuing this, but I'd appreciate it if some of you guys can send some donations. Like I said, you know, everyone's in a different position financially and whatever else, but you know, I would appreciate it. You know, I do try to provide as much value as possible for you guys. What are we doing with this? You know, what I don't want in these live streams, and you know, a big reason for you know, trying to really push the donations is I don't want people coming in here, you know, have me or have someone else fix their issue or help them fix their issue, and then they just run away and never to be seen again. I don't want people to abuse the live streams. I don't want people to you know, gain knowledge, you know, for nothing. Right. Let's get back to some more questions. And I am really not the best when it comes to MacBooks. Right. Family first, all else second. Hi George, my E6520D is a bit weird on start. Any ideas what it could be? I was thinking glow plugs, relay, fuel pump. What would be the most common issue? Try and elaborate a little bit more. You know, when you say dodgy, when you say bit weird on startup, what do you mean? Do you mean hunting, like revs jumping up and down? Our main beams, normal bulbs. I would recommend checking that your ballasts are not, you know, make sure they're, you know, nice and clean and not corroded. And I would, you know, I would try and, you know, get some different bulbs. I'll try some different bulbs. You know, if the ones you keep blowing, then I would recommend trying some different bulbs. Because like someone mentioned earlier, you know, it's not always wise to use certain stores for certain products. Okay, so some of you guys are asking very specific questions, you know, just specific to you guys. So if you do want me to answer them, like I said, I would appreciate it if you could just send, you know, send a super chat. It just shows to me that you actually, you know, want to support the channel. You know, like I say, videos are very expensive to make. You know, it's expensive to buy parts, expensive to buy tools, expensive to buy the camera equipment and so forth. So if you do want me to answer your questions, you know, please donate, guys. You know, it's shown to me that you actually are serious and you do actually need help. But yeah, like I said, I don't want people coming in here getting the wrong idea that this is just a, you know, just a way that you can just, you know, gain the knowledge to fix your own car and then run away and, you know, not support the channel, because this is a continuous circle. You know, we're here to all help each other. You know, you guys support me with, you know, donations, liking the videos, commenting on the videos, sharing the videos, and I will help you guys in return by, you know, making the best possible content and making videos that I think will help you guys out, as many of you have, you know, have said before. We have another donation from Mick Marshall. Mick, thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciated. £2.50. Thank you.
I think we should call this now. This guy's too much. Like, people are dying out now. There's not enough people.
Yeah, that's what I said. You know, we are, you know, we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes now. You know, I don't mind continuing this, but like I said, you know, if you guys want me to continue, if you guys want me to answer you guys' questions, then I would appreciate it if you could send a donation. You know, because we've been shooting videos all day for you guys, and yeah, you know, it's your way to give back to the channel, really. But Mick, you did have a question, so I will answer that for you, of course. Thank you for the donation. You asked, hi George, my 2010 120D M Sport M47 D20, that may be the C, that may be the A or the C, depends. Has 6-speed auto box. It has done 126,000 miles. BMW says the gearbox doesn't need an oil and filter change unless an issue is reported on the dash. Some say service it at 60,000 miles. Mick Marshall, with the ZF gearboxes, if you service them every 60,000 miles, I can guarantee you they will last forever. You won't have any issues. So if it was me, you know, I'd change it. No oil, no fluid, it lasts forever. All, you know, oils and lubricants do break down, and obviously will not be working as it should from 2010. Now, if you are experiencing issues with your gearbox, you know, let's say, for example, your, you know, transmission fluid is burnt and, you know, you're getting a lot of friction material, you know, in the fluid, I would probably recommend not changing out your fluid, because when you do that, that's when you run into the issues. But if your gearbox is still running fine and you're not having any issues, then I would actually say to service it. But yeah, it's when it's already damaged and then you go and service it. That's when you come into the issues. But yeah, as you say, some say service it every 60,000 miles. I would for sure use that. Peter Bostock has donated another £1.99. Thank you, sir. That's your third donation of the night. Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you, Peter. You're showing everybody else up. You know, you've donated 3 times, and there's people in here who I know have not donated tonight, and they've asked a lot of questions. So yeah, go on. We all need to play the game. Like I keep saying, you know, I'm not doing this, don't benefit in any way from these donations. It literally just goes straight into the AdSense revenue, and then all that cash is what I have to put into future videos. So the more you guys donate, the more videos you're going to see, and the bigger and better things you're going to see on the channel as well. Ding dong, ding bong. Oh, sorry. Bara asks, what's your...
said that as well, so.
Okay, Bara, you asked, what's your plan for the channel? What's lined up for future videos? Any more N47 3 series?
You have to just be honest with that now. I think it's better to be honest with your subs, then keep them, because at least they know what to expect.
Yeah, no, of course. Bara, 3 series. Obviously, I don't have a 3 series. I have a 1 and 5 series. But I can't say never. I never say never, because I may be getting a 3 series sometime in the future. Depends how things go. Depends how things go. N47 stuff. When it comes to N47, I've pretty much done everything. I have one more video all ready to go that will be up pretty soon. But then after that, after that, because I have the 130i now that needs a lot of work doing, a majority of my attention is going to be in that. But that's not to say that there won't ever be any N47 videos, because, there's a good chance that maybe if something breaks on it, something needs repair, something needs attention, then, there more than likely will be more videos. But yeah, for the time being, most of my attention is going to be on the N52. That is what needs the most work at the moment. Ding dong, ding bong. Notice that because of where I am in Zambia, Africa, I cannot donate. It says not available in your area. Can I donate through PayPal? Yes, you can, of course. I will just comment my PayPal email address in the chat. It is georgeosterberry@gmail.com. There we go. I've just commented it in the chat. Yes, you can donate through PayPal. It's actually better for you guys as well, because YouTube won't actually take a cut. YouTube won't take a cut, and the entire amount will just go straight to the channel. So yeah, if you want to send a donation through PayPal, that'd be greatly appreciated. Mick, thanks. No issues so far. I only had the car 1 year. I want it to last. Mick Marshall, I'd recommend you checking out my N47 Common Problems and N47 Parts to Fail After 100,000 miles or so. Both them videos combined kind of cover the main issues when it comes to the M47. So I'd recommend checking them out, and then go from there really. DXC90, is it possible to change halogens on an E60 LCI to factory fit xenons? Yes, that is possible, but it will require coding, won't it?
It's going to look quite a lot. Depends on the year of the E60 as well, because the normal E60, if you haven't got AHL, you won't be able to do it. So you need to switch over to, there's an AHL module on the year before 2007 on the LCI. Otherwise, you have to switch over to LM2 to have the xenons. Yeah,
it's gonna require quite a bit of programming. You may need to buy the LM2 module depending on what year yours is. But yeah, anything is possible when it comes to these cars. Just depends on how much you're willing to do. Frank Norman, I have a 2011 X5 35D. Really enjoy the car, but driver's door control start working, will not actuate. What do you think? Driver's door control start working, will not actuate. What do you think?
Driver's door actuator.
Will not actuate.
It's not locking with the central locking. That means the actuator's gone.
Yeah, you may need to replace the actuator, Frank. Guys, what do you mean about M47 if the chain is replaced? Is that one reliable then? Mladen Lazik, Yeah, N47 can be reliable, but in my opinion, it needs to be overhauled. If you watch my videos, you've been watching me long enough, you'll know that I've completely overhauled the engine and it is now reliable. But yeah, you can't cheap out, you can't mess around. You need to get parts, you need to get good quality parts, and get the main jobs done, and then it will be very reliable for you, and do 200, maybe possibly 300,000 miles without an issue. Big Al, get an F10, George. It makes sense. Big Al, to be honest, I'm not a fan of F10s. I'm not a fan of the styling of them. I think they are too big and bulky. I don't like the interior. I don't think it has anything on the E60. Obviously, it's just my opinion, but yeah, I think the E60 is the best looking 5 Series there is. Then after that, I'd probably say E39, but in my opinion, anything newer is kind of gone downhill. I think it just looks too generic, too similar to other cars now, and yeah, I'm not a massive fan, but I can see why people are fans of them, because the new technology that's in them, and just how they perform. But yeah, F10 not for me. Yeah. Angelo, before we get onto your question, we have been going now for an hour and a half. Been going for 91 minutes. I probably am going to wrap this up fairly soon. So if you would like me to answer more of you guys' questions, I'd appreciate a donation on Super Chat or to direct to PayPal. And then I will continue to answer questions. But if you guys, just coming in here hoping that I'm going to answer your question and then you can just go away, that's not going to happen. It don't work like that. But yeah, if you do need my help, you do need our help, and you do value our videos, go ahead, send a donation, send a Super Chat, and we will for sure help you out. But yeah, I can actually see a few more guys joining in now. We have 27 in here. But yeah, if you guys are not really interested, then we'll wrap this one up. For anyone who has stuck around for the entire thing, thank you to you all. But if everyone could just say hello. So for the 20 odd people we have in here, just everyone comment hello. Let's see who we have in here exactly.
It's going to be like time wasters. If you want to wrap it up, just wrap it up, and that's it. Okay.
So we have Peter Bostock, BMW i4, Jaydev Patel, hello to you. Andy Colber, hello. Peter Bostock, hello. Angelo Frederick, you have donated $10. Thank you very much, sir. I think that's tonight's highest donation. Thank you very much, sir. You have been tonight's highest donator. I believe you did have a question as well, so I will get on to that. Mick Marshall, thanks, George. Not a problem. Ryan Reeve, hello. Andy Colbell, mine's a pint. Missy B, hello to you. How you doing? Stephen Reed, hello. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm going to get around to Angelo Frederick's question. But if you guys do want me to continue this, then like I said, send a donation, however big or small. I'll answer your question, and we'll keep this thing going. But I don't want this thing to die a slow and painful death. I have 2016 N20 428i. I'm at 27,655 miles. It was that it was my weekend car at 30k. I'm thinking of changing all the fluids, brake, manual transmission, rear diff, engine oil. Good idea, or just do regular 30k, sir? Okay, so at 30k miles, you don't need to do all that, to be honest. Rear diff, I mean, I changed my rear diff fluid at 120k miles, and it was very, very clean, to be honest. It doesn't get contaminated. I'd obviously do the engine oil. I would do the brake fluid, but manual transmission and the rear diff, it's not needed, to be honest. I'd recommend doing the transmission every 60 to 80,000 miles, and the rear diff, that's, like I said, that's going to be good for 100,000 miles or so. But you know, if you have the money to spend and you do want to keep everything running nicely, you can you know, do all the fluids, but it's really not needed, in my opinion, and that's just me being honest. Ding dong ding bong, you have donated £2.50. Donated £2.50 through PayPal. Thank you very much to you, sir. Greatly appreciated. I know you've asked a few questions tonight. We have 24 or so in here. Again, guys, you know, if you want this thing to keep going, if you want to just show your support to the channel, if you've had any, if you found any value through my videos, then I'm sure you'd agree it's you know, it's only fair to give back in some way, because, you know, I'm just being completely honest. We've got to do another live stream.
Well, I have to. We have to.
But no. But like I was just about to say, yeah, if you guys have, you know, found value in my videos or in Dean's videos, then I'm sure you'd agree. You know, just doing something as a small donation, you know, it's just your way to show that you actually do support us, and you know, you do enjoy what we are doing and trying to do. Stephen Reed, you're a top man. I'll take this opportunity to say thank you for your many informative videos. Stephen, that's greatly appreciated. No, honestly, greatly appreciated. I do have a lot of you guys say that, you know, you are finding a lot of help from my videos. I get a lot of beginners, and I get, you know, some of you guys who are, you know, a little bit better versed when it comes to your tools and working on your cars. And yeah, you seem to find some value from my videos. So I'm just glad that you're watching. I'm glad that you are enjoying the videos. And Stephen, I'm sure you did donate today, so thank you for that. That's going to go into funding future videos. Angelo, yeah, the bids are awesome. Thank you, sir. That's greatly appreciated. Mick, 126k mile, my 6-speed auto box doesn't have any issues. Did you say I should or shouldn't get an oil and filter change on it? Then thanks. Yeah. I would now change the oil and filter on your automatic transmission, because you don't want to wait for it to be causing issues, because that's when it's too late, essentially. Peter Bostock, when it comes up on Facebook group page video. Oh, that's when you watch my videos. Okay, fair enough. That's cool. Ding dong, ding bong. My 520. You got my phone. My 520i ran out of fuel at garage. They used to run it once in a while. But they used to once in a while. If back fuel, the fuel gauge not working anymore. It's possible fuel level sensor got stuck or possibly damaged. That is possible, yes. It's possible that the fuel pump got burnt out, because you shouldn't run a car with no fuel. So no, that's a very not a very good idea. I'm just going to just to check to see you guys who have donated here tonight on the PayPal. Okay, so we've nearly been doing this now for 100 minutes. 100 minutes, that's a long time. So is there anything else you guys would like to be answered? Anything else you guys would like to add? Because now is the time. And like I said, send a donation and we will keep this thing continued. But if not, then, like I said, we'll wrap this thing up. There is a couple of options you have to donate. There is a super chat button below the chat, below the comments. You just click that. You can go ahead and send a super chat, or you can do it directly to the channel PayPal. My E46 320D fuel sender sticks in the tank for use supermarket fuel. It's well known on forums. Christos, so I've got brand new battery installed, looking into program ECU on my M6 F06 using BM3. Do I absolutely need to use a battery charger, voltage stabilizer or not?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I'd absolutely recommend
for
that.
both of them.
Yeah. N54, N52, and E60 for reliability. N52, definitely.
These questions are where you should be answering.
They're both.
This is where you should present if they want to make a donation. That's what you should
yeah.
Straight.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to get, you'll never get off here. That's where you've got to be very blunt.
Yeah. M54, N52, both solid engines, but in my opinion, for reliability
M52,
and for performance, N52.
M52 beats the M54.
Yeah.
Always possible.
Hi guys, with a 2011 E90 LCI, it doesn't suffer from time changing. Chase, if you'd like me to answer that question, like I said, just make a donation, just a small super chat, that you can see guys in here that are sent. Some of these guys in here, they're making multiple donations, and then you have some people in here that are not making any contributions, and that just shows to me that some people are just coming in here, they're asking a question, taking our time, taking our knowledge, and then they're just basically running away. We're not here. We're not customer service advisors. This isn't our job to sit here, and just answer questions. But we're doing this to help you guys. And if you guys could show some support in return, that'd be greatly appreciated. And Angelo, I can see you have sent another donation, and it's greatly appreciated. You have been tonight's highest donator. You've donated $15. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's around £11. Yeah.
We give you video. These people. You need to explain that. Just go jump down.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just get these. Mladen, that's it. George, is this your PayPal? Yes, I will add my PayPal into the chat once again. It's georgeosterberry@gmail.com. That is the PayPal if you want to send a donation over to there, or you can do it on the super chat, which is just a dollar button, and go through the steps in that, and then you can make a donation direct to the YouTube channel.
And for donations on YouTube, you'll see the big $sign underneath. It will be on anybody's phone as well. In their message box, there's a big $sign there, and it says donation or super sticker. Do not click super stickers, click donation, or you can make it through George's PayPal, which he gets the full donation, because via YouTube they will take nearly
a large percentage.
Yeah, nearly 70% out of that. So it doesn't work out very fair for George via the YouTube scheme, shall we say?
Yeah.
So
they're the two on the.
So the other
yeah. So we've had two.
Like 4 people that told you to break there.
Yeah. So we've had two donations tonight via PayPal. Obviously, we've had quite a lot through the super chat. We've had one from Simon Peters, that was £10, and we've had one from Ray Samuel, that was £2.08. I'm guessing that must have been sent in a different currency. Yeah, because that's quite an odd amount.
But you had 4 people tell you they paid you.
Yeah.
So where have they gone now?
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we're happy to keep this going.
And I just want to bring up, because obviously George isn't going to really say much about this. When you say we give you video views, that you cannot sit here and say that. If you're from part of Europe, your views are worthless. Let me tell you that. And I'm speaking for George as well, and we both know that. We can see how much each country pays. If you're in a part of EU or another part of the country like Nigeria or Syria or Zambia, what is it called? All these other countries.
There's a lot of countries where the CPM is very low,
and it's not even worth your view. Doesn't even warrant anything.
Yeah, you do not earn, next to nothing, do you?
No.
Yeah, there's certain countries where the CPM is a lot higher, and that's you do earn a considerable amount more.
The highest paying countries are only the US, Canada, and
Australia
and the UK.
Sweden, Norway.
No, they don't even count it. Germany is about the next highest after the UK. I know all the countries off my head. When it comes to anyone EU related countries, them views ain't worth nothing. They're not even worth your time.
That's not to say that obviously we don't appreciate you watching. That's out of your control at the end of the day. There's nothing you can do about your country's CPM. But to say that we give you video views,
is a very
you have to understand, video views do not fund videos. Some of these videos that I'm filming cost hundreds of pounds. Like I have to spend hundreds of pounds on parts.
I know.
And your
one view only warrants to probably about 1 pence.
Yeah, not even a single penny. Like so.
I think it's.
I apologize if we're coming across kind of a bit harsh, and I apologize if we're coming across a bit harsh and straight to the point, but it's it's the truth. It's
it's harsh reality on YouTube.
Yeah, it's the reality. Harsh reality,
and which a lot of people won't tell you. A lot of YouTubers won't tell you.
Yeah.
Because they either don't do live streams because they don't have to.
Yeah.
Or the majority of them
are scared too.
They're scared. That's just what a lot of it is. A lot of it's down to.
Yeah.
They rely on their videos, but if you knew the real facts of YouTube, which a lot of people are scared to say.
I'm just being completely honest. I'm just telling exactly how it is. And it's the same. And if you want to see more videos, then you have to put more money into it at the end of the day.
No video views are going to amount. I mean, you can't work out a video view and say you're going to get this amount of money. When you put a video out, you can't even work out how much you're going to make from that video because it all depends on the countries watching.
Yeah.
It's all by the countries. That's why you have to be very selective of who you have as viewers, who you have as subscribers, and what audience you're trying to target. Yeah. And that's why, like George is learning from me, he knows I target a very USA audience more than a UK audience or an EU audience.
Mick Marshall, thanks and all the best to you both. You guys keep up your good work and contributions and advice. Bye for now. Angelo, thanks. Stay safe. And to you, sir. Christos Mavridis, thank you, man. You've just sent tonight's biggest donation, £50. Wow. That's just mind blowing. That's going to go a massive. That's going to go a massive way to that could fund a whole video, couldn't it? Obviously YouTube, we're going to take their cut, but that could pay for a whole part. So Christos, Yeah, greatly appreciated. Thank you, man. Like I said, you're this live stream's biggest donation. So yeah, greatly appreciated. And yeah, if there's anything I can do to help, definitely just let me know. Yeah, I guess you know, the live stream is going to be continued for the time being. But yeah, if any of you guys have any more questions, you know, if you want to keep this thing rolling, you know, send a donation, and we'll get around to things. Big Al, I have tried to donate, George, but I've just received a new bank card and it won't accept it. Sorry. Big Al, don't stress it, man. You know, I realize not everyone can, but not everyone can, you know, not everyone has the means to donate. Not everyone, you know, can physically do it. That's fine. You know, we're talking about the guys who, you know, just come in these live streams to have their questions
and that's what it is, because a
answered.
lot of these live streams do get recommended. If someone searches up anything BMW, this live stream will come up in their section, and they'll just jump in it because they think, well, they can get their graphic, they can get a question answered quicker than they can in the comments. Yeah. So that's why you have to be very adamant, and I showed you this. Yeah. You know, and I'm not going to sit here and lie. George followed my exact protocol. What I was doing, I was the first YouTuber doing this, getting donated. But at the end of the day, you're not here to do things for free, and people have trod on YouTube the wrong way for a very long time. And I explained this to George.
It's ignorance.
Yes, plain ignorance. People think people are here for free, and I changed the game on YouTube. And you know what? It didn't stop me growing. Instead, it made me grow even faster because I was the only one to actually set and be real with people. I wasn't going to sit here and help nobody repair their cars for free. If you can't afford to own that car, don't own that car. It's very simple. Get rid of it. Go and get something you can afford, and that's the way you learn who can afford these cars and who can't. And it sounds very bad that you're having a...
Well, the thing is, for me, people, you know, if you take your car to BMW, if you take your car to the dealership, if you take your car to an Indy, if you take your car to a workshop,
they're going to have their pants pulled down.
Yeah, they are going to charge you £120, $200 for a diagnostic check. You know, so what is that? To, you know, in the grand scheme of things, if you send a small donation and I help you out with your issue, you know, I think that's really good return of investment. And you know, my videos, they will continue for however long. You know, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So you're constantly going to see more and more content, and you're constantly going to see benefit from them. So yeah, I think it's, you know, I think it's a very good, you know, wise thing to do to give back to the channel, because like I said, you're going to see more videos, you're going to see bigger and better things come. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's true. The more you donate, the better things they're only going to see to come.
The bigger and better cars, the more parts I can do, the better modifications. So yeah, that's why we're just being completely honest.
It's not, but it's like you got to understand. People don't understand the car channel. It's not like a prank channel. You got to make a prank. Get all that money. It's all yours. Yeah. It requires a lot of money. Every money that's earned goes back in. Constantly goes back in. There is no your money. It's very impossible on a car channel. Yeah. Impossible.
Ding dong, ding bong equals Ray Samuel. You're one of the guys who donate through PayPal. Yes. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. No worries, guys. Really appreciate your work. I might not have British passport yet to call you my mates, but I will in September. That's cool, Christos. No worries. Another question is, should I use G48 coolant for both coolant tanks on my M6? It has one on the left-hand side near the oil fill and one on the right-hand corner.
G48 is fine. G48 is like what the manufacturer uses anyway. It's the same thing. G48 is what I got.
So
G30 and G48 is blue one.
Yeah. So Dean likes to use, that's the Coma.
Coma.
Yeah. So you like to use the Coma brand. Me personally, when it comes to coolant, I like to use the Feby-Bilstein. Never had any issues. It's you know, factory spec. As long as you get the correct grade specification for your car, you should be good. You know, there's no point splitting hairs over different brands. You just need the correct spec for your car. and then you'd be good to go. Also, the left tank has a min-max reading, so it's pretty easy, but the top right one has no measurement. So I'd really appreciate if you could advise me on how much should I fill it up to.
Left tank has a minimum max reading. It's pretty easy, but the top right one has no. I think the other one would be an overflow. So you've got 2 tanks on them for a reason, for extra cooling, so they don't drain low on cooling on them cars. So the minimum max, you'll just fill it.
You just fill the one
because it goes split like that.
Yeah.
So it's off into a U shape.
So you would just fill that. You'd just fill the one to the max then, and then you would leave the other one, wouldn't you?
Yeah. You leave the other one.
You just
the other one, the coolant will flow as it comes around. Fills
yeah, because it's all one system. So you just fill the one tank to the maximum. But yeah, we still have a few of you guys knocking around still in here. For anyone who has not already, please give this live stream a thumbs up, and yeah, if you have any questions, send them in. Send a super chat or a donation direct to the PayPal, and we'll get your question answered. But if not, then we'll probably wrap this thing up. Highest donation of the night goes to Christos Mavridis. Thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciated. And for everyone else who has donated, we've had a lot of £5 donations, but $10, $5, £2, £2.8p, £2.50. For every one of you guys, greatly appreciated. And your support does not go unmissed. All going to go into funding some more future videos. And if you are watching this in post, after the live stream, you can donate to the PayPal, or you can consider joining the Patreon. It's just patreon.com/GeorgeOstis. And there's a few different tiers over there. If you have any suggestions as to what extra you would like to see over there, then of course you can let me know. But I think if you guys are all done, you have nothing else you want to add, no more questions you want to ask, and nothing else you need help with, then we are going to wrap this one up. David Griffin, you send a thumbs up. Thumbs up to you, sir. Christos, I'm good for today. Here's 17. Guys, I don't want this live stream to die a long and slow death. But I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, if we don't get any more questions and donations come through. Patreon, I had a 523i with N52B25. Now I put an N52B30 from my 130i, but with a tuner I make only 242 horsepower. That wheel horsepower or brake horsepower? Christos, next time we'll come with more questions and more donations, guys. You keep rocking. Christos, much appreciated, man. If only there were more guys in the world like you, the world would be a better place. But no, honestly, greatly appreciated. And yeah, we'll for sure see you around in the future. Patreon, yeah, wheel horsepower, that's about right. Because it's 265 brake horsepower. That's at the crank. So wheel horsepower, that's about right. Because obviously you lose some through the drivetrain. No. I don't know.
I should have to see. You can see them all.
Patreon, you're welcome. If you have found some help, Patreon, you know, if you want to support the channel, you want to support the videos, you know, consider sending a
donations are critical for George at this present time.
You definitely.
He's got goals to reach, and I want him to reach them goals. And the videos he's done here, he's put a lot of money into, and I want him to gain from this, because it's going to help you guys a lot. Especially a lot of you guys have won series. You're going to like the videos he's done. Really like the videos he's done. I did it with him, and I think we've done quite good on that.
Definitely.
Everything's working on it, and it worked really good. So, I mean, it is worth it. But he's put a lot of effort in. I do give it to George. Like I said, you guys know his videos are on point, and in his detailing on the video.
Well, I just tried to put as much effort in as possible.
No,
I tried to make, you know, especially like my how-to videos, I tried to make them as easy to follow along as possible, as if you're actually here, you know, following along yourself. So I just hope that you know, you take something away from that. But yeah, I've still got 15 of you guys in here, so you must want to either see something or ask something. But yeah, I think if we don't see any more donations or questions in the next couple of minutes, we'll wrap this thing up, because like I said, it's getting very late now, and as I say that, we have 3 more people join. Yeah, guys, we've been going on this for 2 hours now. Yeah, you can donate if you want to keep this thing continuing and rolling along. There is a little $ below the chat. Click that, send a super sticker or a super chat, and or a donation to the PayPal, and then we'll be happy to answer any questions you have, and we'll keep this thing going a little bit longer. But like I said, if you don't have anything else to add, then we will wrap this thing up. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys who have donated tonight. You should keep us going for the next couple of videos, and you know, should help make some good videos. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah, wrap this one up.
All right, I'm going to give you guys probably a minute. If there's anything else you want to add, we are going to get going. We'll give all you guys a minute. If there's nothing else you want to add, then we will be ending this one.
Just this would keep going, bro. I'd have to go off. I keep getting full of people.
Patreon, see you later, guys. See you, Patreon. Patreon, you need to join my Patreon. That's what you need to do. And then,
Patreon.
yeah, but Patreon, you need to join my Patreon. That's what you need to do. Then you can be a Patreon.
That's what you do, because we're going to close it out. Let's get ready to end.
Yeah. Wait, did it?
Why did you click on it? We should show you. Super sticker.
Oh, that was I've seen that.
Yeah.
That was another super sticker from Peter.
Yeah, you don't get much from that. It's ridiculous. That's what I'm not saying. I'll turn them off. They charge a fortune for that. You get like 20p out of that. It's really bad.
No, it's all greatly appreciate though.
I think wrap it up. You're dropping out of watches now anyway.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to wrap this one up. I want to thank all of you guys for watching, for tuning in, for liking, for commenting, for sharing your thoughts, sharing your questions, and of course for donating. If of course you want to check out BMW Dr. Dean's channel, there will be a link down in the description box below once this thing has ended. So make sure you go over there and check it out. You'll see videos with me on his channel as well, coming very, very soon. So go and check them out. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.